Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another day of Be Agile Scrum. Let's get started. Before I continue, let me ask, is there anyone who is attending us for the first time? This is your day one live. Is there anyone such person? Okay, I'll take this silence as a no. And the second, please unmute yourself and say yes if you all can hear me well.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your confirmation. So how we are going to get started? Of course, with a quick reminder. And reminder is the guidelines. The guidelines is nothing but the code of honor. And that with that, I'm going to get started. I'm going to share my screen. The moment you get to see my screen, please do confirm that you are able to see that. Okay. So can you all see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you once again
Yes.
for your confirmation. Thank you. Appreciate that. So the very first one, because Agile is full of ceremonies and that demands you to be on time and show up live. Uh, we are going to follow this to show up live. So I want to appreciate those people who showed up live today and started on time. That's how we have to practice to be punctual, remain highly committed. The reason that all the ceremonies demands you to demands you to be like that as a future scrum master or product owner. So how we are going to do that, considering this training, it's this project training itself as a project, you can practice it over here so that once you get placed, that becomes really your habit. And this is also said that for such habits, that how you do anything is how you do everything. That's the universe law. And the second one, because you chose to learn, you became a student, but we want you to be the full stack students who does all the assignments, do self research, and repeat what they learn. uh, and third one, taking the full responsibility, be it success or failure, you are going to take the full responsibility of that. Because the reason is that when you start what is asked to finish and you do that, it's quite easy to take the action to the finish line and you attract the success. But when you don't, you get to hit the failure. So please take the full responsibility. Why of failure? Because once you acknowledge it, you accept it, there are chances you may go back and correct it, and then you will realize failure was not a failure, that became trail to the success. With this note, you remember that to do so, it really requires a concrete mindset, starting from in fact, the growth mindset. And that requires from where? Because Agile supports this growth mindset. The very first one, from inspired from the Toyota's lean management that asks for the continued improvement, that is Kaizen. For that, you need to have a learning mindset. More learning minded you will become, you will find yourself growing more positively. More positive minded you will become, you will find yourself growing more complaint free, in a way that you can handle any project um, with the stringent timeline. And even for that, with the lack of resource, sometime that's in inverted comma. And once you are habituated of that, you will find yourself growing with more gratitude, and that leads to the highest level of the productivity and performance, how I'll be sharing shortly. And the fifth one, start your day. For such mindset, you must start your day with the highest increased level of receptivity. How you are going to do that? For that, I have recommended you a 30 days challenge that you can adapt. I mean, how you can adopt that? You just need to send me a message saying that you are willing to take this 30 days challenge. And I'll share this how it is going to impact. It is going to impact your every single action towards the completion with the speed. And I mean, you will be amazed to see that how you are going more and more productive once you apply this audio program. This audio program is a 30 minutes listening that you can put in 2x mode while doing any cardio, walk or run, jog. You will find it gets completed within just 15 minutes if you put it in 2x. So this is how not much time is required, but if, this is just a recommendation. You need to, for that, send me a message saying that 30 DC means I will send you the 30 days challenge link. And second, to do so, you remember that you must learn anything with the golden quadrant of learning. The very first one comes with the declaration with the anchor. The second one, a straight deep dive into deep learning. Then after 24 hours, taking pen and paper, draw whatever you have learned, and that drawing could be like notes or could be like these kind of a drawing in mind maps. So that you can flaunt definitely into your summary. That could be less than 3 minutes, and maximum uh, less than maximum 3 minutes, and minimum 90 seconds. So let's get started with the number one and number two, and number three and number four is up to you. I know that last week I have got multiple summary. I have reviewed a couple of one or two. Remaining are three that I'm still going to review them. So soon we'll review and revert you on that, how it has been. And the second, let's get started for this itself. And how we are going to do is that we are going to anchor. What is anchor and declaration and importance of it? We have already learned about it, where we have learned in the last session, in fact in day one. So in case you are for the first time want to really know about it, go ahead and listen to it into the day one's recording. So let's get started together. So how we will do? First, we will go with the anchor. For that, I will just count one, two, three, and clap, and you are going to model it. And then I will read the selected statement, and then you are going to repeat after me. Can you all see the selected statement, everyone?
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's do continue together. One, two, three, and clap and repeat. I'm a quick learner.
I'm a quick
I'm
learner.
a quick learner.
What others can what others can learn and master,
What
What
others
others
can
can
learn
learn
and
and
Others can
master,
learn
master,
and master.
I too can do that.
I
I
too
I
can
too
do
try
that.
can
to
do
do that.
that.
One more time with the second statement. One, two, three, and clap. And because I'm a fast learner,
Because I'm
Because
a
I'm a
fast
Because
fast
learner,
I'm a
learner,
fast learner,
today's learning is going to be
today's
today's
learning
today's
is
learning
going
is
to
learning is
be
going
going
to be
to be
super duper easy to me.
super
super
duper
duper
super
easy
easy
to
to
duper
me.
me.
easy to me.
Yes, it is going to be because you said so. And remember, for a few who could not even follow this because you found it a bit awkward, remember to follow the sixth one that says you to be a giver. Giver means what? Keeping ego away on the path of learning. That keeps you more spiritually strong, grounded on the path of growth. What do I mean by spiritually grounded? Means your happiness level increases, and happiness is today's new productivity, and that's the demand of the corporate due to increased level of stress in the corporate, and that's the reason they choose people who are driven more spiritually. It means that your happiness level is always increased. And for that, remember, you are just not here for the learning, going back and doing your daily course, but you are here to earn more as well after learning once you get place. And for that, it is said that what do you want more of, you must start uh, giving away the portion of. And for that, if you are already earning, can you have a practice of this, of giving away? Or in case you are not earning, once you get place and start earning, can you have at least intent of giving away, that is charity, to the causes wherever you believe in? And how much? At least 5 to 10% of your earning. That could be which causes, like feeding hungry children, and feeding hungry children, or donating into the orphanages, and um, you know donating into any temple, churches, mosque, or gurdwara, something like that. And even donating into old age homes, so that works. So why you need to give? Because when you give, you grow. When you receive, you may survive. And I'm sure that none of you are here for the survival, but for the growth. And while you do so, remember to appreciate what you do, what others do for you, and even what does not happen in your favor initially, continue to do so, because that's eventually the spiritual law that says that what you appreciate appreciates you back. Now, focus over here, for which I'm going to go, because many of you tried reaching me out with the various question, even though the solution is here in the next box, that is the days how we are going to remain connected. So every Sunday, we are meeting here for the technical session at 10 p.m. Monday, we are going to again meet for the technical session at 10 p.m. Tuesday, you must and must and must attain the RRP session. In case you have no IT background, you can wait for the training track to get completed. But in case you have already IT background, and you are here just to get place, and this is the one first step. This is a instructor led training program. And if you want to skip because you want to really manage your time quickly, you can skip that. But on Tuesday RRP session, you must not skip. Okay, so Tuesday you must attend directly. In fact, you can start attending RRP session. Mm, this is the group of HRs, RRP experts, Devji himself. And here what happens, your profile optimization, resume build up, and so many other things that you need to do. And it is said that RRP session is the gateway to placement. Why? Because it strengthens your visibility, your credibility, and marketability. Because more you show up over there, it means that HR understand, RRP team understand that you really need to get marketed. If you're not show up, you know, you are forgetting. Okay. Means if you are not continuously showing up, it means that okay, you are not really willing to. Although even though you are willing to, you have shared, but in action, if it is not visible, they don't take it. Okay. So that's the reason importance of RRP session is there. When it is happening, how it is happening, be in your HR POCs connect, so that they give you all the details, okay, on what link you need to join. Generally, you don't find that me or Prerna will be part of RRP, that you will be attending with your HRs and RRP experts and the FG. Wednesday, you need to do the assignment from the learning of Sunday. Thursday, you are going to again repeat the RRP session. Now, the question is why you need to repeat. See, the consistent showing up is the trigger for this entire series, so that you get placed. It strengthens your visibility, credibility, and marketability. And the Friday, you can do the assignment from the learning of Monday. And Saturday, you can choose to relax or have a breather day or repeat whatever you have learned. Now, today as well, I have gone very deep only because many of you reached back with the more questions regarding schedule. So is it clear now to each one of you? Any question over here in the schedule?
No.
No.
Okay. So this one, no, should I consider for everyone? None of you have any question. You are very much clear into this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Couple of yeses I get now. Thank you so much, everyone. So let's get started. And now, because we are again getting started, and further one more time, I'm going to ask anyone here, you are attending for the first time with me. That's your live session, and not you had come directly from the recording. Any one of you? This is your day one or so? All right. I understand that each one of you had attended last time. Okay. Any one of you who is repeating over here? I believe that one or two
Yes,
person are. Okay.
sir. Me,
Oh,
Rashmi.
okay. Rashmi, you are repeating. Titus, I guess you are also repeating. Titus
No,
Bhattacharya.
I'm not. I'm not. This is my first class, actually.
Okay. So,
Sorry,
so
not first class, but like first. Yeah.
okay. Okay. First batch.
And the other
Yes.
First,
one.
yeah. So I actually joined before in the one mock interview session, like before this, after you ended that last batch.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tejas. Because I remember that in couple of sessions, I taking your not your some other Tejas is there or what? I really don't know.
No, I
But yeah,
joined
I'm
last
familiar
two
with it.
classes. Yeah, last the
Yeah.
first, yeah, from 9 June I joined. Yes.
All right, great. So, okay, guys, so we can get started. You remember last time what we did? Um, Prerna was there and she was talking about what? Who can remember that?
Agile principle,
Agile
agile
manifesto and
manifesto.
Absolutely all
Manifesto,
right.
yeah.
Yes, you're right. Agile principle. And did we also see couple of frameworks? Did we see that? Couple of framework and we gave the example of that. And we had some question, of course, from someone. And I said that, okay, you will get to get these answer in coming few days. I think such thing had also happened. Yeah, am I right,
yeah,
everyone?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
Scrum,
sir.
Kanban, and all.
Yes, absolutely. So let's get started from there itself. And we'll see what else is coming on our way. And for that, I'm going to share my screen. Maipal, you want to say something? You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, Gaurav, I just want to say that, I'm repeating, like, I joined half of the previous batch and then I'm going to, repeat again.
Well done. So you're welcome, Maipal. Very much. You can definitely repeat all the classes, all the batches, and yeah, you're welcome. Just wanted to be familiar that yeah, someone is there from last batch. Thank you so much, Maipal, for sharing that. You can lower your hand. So let's get started, guys. And yeah, last time you have seen this thing. Okay. Uh, how many of you remember the seeing the slide? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Have you? Yeah, okay, great. Did you also see this slide of
Yes.
XP? Yeah. Now, let's understand what are the best practices. When we talk about the best practices, the few elements you have already seen. And the very first one is that what? What do you read here?
Values.
Values,
And how many values?
4.
4.
Four. And what is next?
Principles,
Principles, 12. 12.
Yeah. So these things, what we expect from you. The more you become seasoned, four values and principle as an agilist or a scrum master, it should be like on your fingertips. Okay, so these only few things you need to remember. Even if you can understand, it's quite easy to remember. Okay, and on this the entire agile practices evolve. Okay, the third one, can someone read for me what is this written? Third bullet point.
Collaborate with the customer.
collaborate with the customer.
Okay, so now even though I'm a teacher over here, okay, I'm teaching, okay, and but see from the Guru School's point of view, okay, they are doing what? They are doing business. Yes, right? Do you all agree with that? They are into knowledge business. They are
Yes.
giving you, they are enabling you with various track, and they are just trying to fix you up in some position in some corporate. So what exactly when I am doing, I'm supposing I'm helping them in this business. I'm doing business too in that way. So the more I ask question, the more I involve with you. Okay, I'm also receiving some responses. So do you think that is another example of the one tiny example or one step or 1% of the example of this third element? Do you all agree
Yes,
with that?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
yes.
You as an agile practitioner need to think what all are the ways using that I can do this. What is that? What is the third element? One more time, can you tell me?
Collaborate
Collaborate.
with the customer.
Please do not forget this. Okay, you have to collaborate. And the fourth one, work together daily. So
Daily.
how we can work together daily? So for that there are around 5 or 6 elements. So what is the first one?
Communication.
Communication. ask yourself how frequently I can communicate with my peers, my stakeholders, my vendors, so that you are always in touch. More touch points you have, and more confidence it will boost for the upcoming product. Okay, and does it apply only with the business, only with the IT? It applies in every
No,
area of your life. Yeah, exactly. You're right. It does not
everywhere.
apply. Yeah, it applies everywhere. And more you will communicate, you will find an urge to coordinate with each other more, right? And that's the reason. What is the second element reads as?
Coordination.
Coordination. You are right. Absolutely right. So see that more you can practice this trait as well. The third one reads as can someone tell me what it is?
Balance of team
Balance.
member contributions.
Contribution. It should not happen when you become product owner tomorrow and or scrum master or even a business analyst. Remember that management, including you as a future agilist, you have to make sure this is happening. What is this? This is the balancing of team members.
Balance.
It should not feel like someone is doing extra and someone is completely lightweighted. It means that the person is really not willing to involve. You have assigned more tasks to one person because he is delivering more, and you have not considered the other person because he is taking more time, or he is something, he has more excuses. Are you getting my point? He or she, whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
So you will have to, as a um senior person, to be very much top of this. And then comes that while you're
Mutual support.
balancing, yes, while you are doing the third element, that is the balance of team member, remember this fourth one that talks about mutual support.
Mutual
Yeah.
support.
Why we need to have this mutual support? Can someone give some light onto that? What comes in your mind?
Like we have to do all together uh, to use the ideas to work on it on the specific project.
What
So
else?
business analyst work is to actually materialize the requirement and ideas. So you need so you have to have a team, and that you need a mutual support. Like you need to have all the ideas all together and work together. So
Yes.
that's why it's a mutual support is important.
Absolutely, you are right. You both are right. So, when it comes to mutual support, you will find that it is very much supporting back to the third element, that as a single person, you are not delivering one item. Okay, one item means that it has gone. There are multiple pieces of the smallest requirement has gone. Like one of you has told that it's about requirement gathering when it comes to business analysis. So what do you think when we do a requirement gathering as a business analyst? What do you think that what is a requirement? It is a
Customer requirement, you
yeah,
mean customer?
yeah, yes, I mean. Okay, it requires research. But do you think this is one requirement? When we talk about only one requirement, a customer can come to you um, for certain thing. Customer can come to you, but what exactly that requirement would be?
So it's a
From
need,
BA side or customer side?
change or need
It could be
something.
change. It could be
It could be
need.
change. It could be need, and
Yeah.
Developing a new product.
Yeah. So whatever customer is coming to you for, do you think that is only one thing they may come for? I mean, even if they are coming for need, imagine they come for one need, because initially one thing at a time. Okay. This is how we proceed. So if customer has either come to you for the change, either he will come only one change immediately for you to develop for them, or one new fresh requirement they will come for, or they will come for some enhancement or advancement. But they will expect from you that uh, guys, you just do this one for me, then we will talk about the future business. But my question over here is that even if they will come to you for one business right now, what is this one business? What is this requirement? It will have only one as it is visible from outside, one box, or that box will contain something else as well.
It's a
No,
sequence
it
of
will
task.
contain.
So it should be sequence of task and then to come together and have a
Exactly.
response.
Exactly. You are absolutely right. These can be sequence of tasks, but that you have gone totally deep and pulled out this answer from your mind. So before we will go just on the surface level, when we say that requirement, so can we say like this? One large requirement is the pieces or say multiple pieces of the smaller requirement. Can we say that?
Yes.
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 Yes. And further, when you will brainstorm, talk, and optimize that, then eventually more theory and more theory and more theory will come when you will dig deeper customers' requirement. And as one of you said that it become or materialize at the sequence of smaller activities or tasks. All of you are there with me on this till this point? Yes.
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 And
Yes.
do you all agree?
Yes.
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 So these multiple tiny tasks requires not one person to deliver, and for that all of you need to contribute towards the large requirement. So when using smaller activities, when you are targeting towards the larger requirement, it means that each one of you have supported into that, and for that reason, this comes into the picture, which is called as what?
Mutual
Mutual
support.
support.
Mutual support.
So further, what is hidden here? It is that some question may arise. Okay, some of you may stop me in between, and then you may ask some question. Okay, I will definitely give answer or something, some extra material in between, or some some topic I have taken. Okay, and I have to manage more time into more activities, or say more pointers in lesser time. What I can do is that for some smaller topics, can I also give you uh, a small video asking that, okay, please next day you watch this video. This is a 5 minutes video or 3 minutes video or maximum 10 minutes of video. Watch this and come back, because I am going to talk on that. So I'm expecting a response from you, right? And if you do that, are you supporting me to deliver more? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Yes. And because you are supporting me, I'm supporting you. So this way also it will become the part of mutual support. See, many of you are expert, but I many of you also said that we don't know uh, I of IT. Okay, we are coming from completely non-IT background. So I will touch base the ground so that you continue to stay on top. So that's the reason you see multiple such examples coming up. And the last one comes last two ones, which is called as
Effort.
effort and cohesion. When we talk about effort, it's quite evident everyone is putting their effort, and it has to be continued so that the delivery will become more faster. Okay, and Agile is known for that, all about the faster delivery of what, everyone?
Faster.
More
Agile.
faster.
Yeah, delivery of what?
Maybe
Agile.
Planning,
Projects.
project.
Projects, delivery of projects, or
Project.
say delivery.
Services.
And project could be what in
Agile.
IT? Yeah,
Agile.
project.
Scrum.
Yeah, agile projects you are delivering, and these projects are generally applications or software, right? Or website or something like that. Do you all agree with me? Yes, this is what we are going to give, or some utility, software utility. So in a nutshell, we are delivering a software, right? With me so far, everyone? Yes.
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 Yeah.
So you are putting effort. When it comes to cohesion, what exactly it comes in your mind the moment you listen to it about this word cohesion?
I
the
think
Any?
action,
conclusion.
agreeing
Conclusion.
on someone,
I don't
like
know.
someone's idea.
I don't know. I
Okay.
never heard this word.
Okay. So good. So many of you, yes, you are trying and you are there. Cohesion means that exactly. Um, you, yeah, it's related to action. for as a whole you are delivering. Okay, so the work at present, uh, as of now, it lacks cohesion. Okay, many it's more scattered. Okay, so what is simply you need to do that together you are delivering as a whole you are delivering. You have multiple pieces of requirement. What exactly you have done? You have first initially smaller pieces you have delivered. Means you can say that you, at the end you have to integrate everything as a whole and then you have to deliver. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. You are not just, it should not happen that there is a, when there is a large requirement, can you deliver all the software at once and deliver that? Say
No.
for example,
No.
yes, you cannot do that. So for that you have to break it down into multiple pieces, and that's the reason requirement gathering question I asked about. Okay, means what do you mean by the requirement? And you said that it is a sequence of multiple activities, and how it is because it is the multiple requirement. Okay, so
So
yeah,
it's
multiple
sequence of
pieces of.
activity put together, actually, all together, no?
Yes,
Cohesion.
yes. So
Okay.
first it goes with the theory, but yeah, it puts together everything, puts together towards the end. So what is the lingo for that? So integrated software, or say system integration you are providing, an integrated system you are providing. So that helps you to remember always to go ahead with the cohesion. When it comes about the best practices, something is there what I want you to know more about it, and for that, just give me a second. And yeah, so how agility comes when it comes to, how agility comes when it comes to put it into the projects. Okay, and for that you need to remember this. I want one person to read the first
To
line
prove
from.
to
Yeah.
prove the speed delivery, continuous delivery, small to bulk agility is encouraged in the project. Reason people have the certifications as
Yes.
PMI, ACP.
Yeah, wait now. So you understand till here that, of course, on this path, you might also require to do certain certification, and that's not mandate. So you are here, you are learning this, and of course, you will be getting the certification of the completion of the diploma of Be Agile Scrum. That you will get. When you will get, once you get placed. So for that, you need to very much focus that through Guru Schools, you are getting placed the moment you complete this track. So this is a journey of 8 weeks, means almost 2 months. What you are going to do? Uh, you will be attending every single session live, attending RRP session, completing your assignments. For that, you have given us promise even in NDC form. Okay, you have sent out signed NDC copy to your HR, so that that says that, hey, my involvement will be 100%. I am not here just for the learning, but also to interact and complete my learning so that I get placed. And those things you have signed inside NDC, and there it somewhere mentions that you are going to do all the assignments said and unsaid, because then only you can go ahead to for the placement, because you are well equipped, well prepared. When I'm talking about NDC, meanwhile, I just want to ask anyone who has not yet signed your NDC copy and sent back to your HR. Anyone
Yes,
here?
I didn't sign.
So
No, I
please do
didn't.
send that. Please do send that. Okay, because that is the commitment that yes, you have agreed to do certain thing. Okay, so please do so. We will encourage that. And while you will do that, you will commit to us. At the same time, I really want to share over here, many few people, when they come over here, they learn from us, and they not only just go back with this diploma completion certificate, they also go forward and they do further certification that gives the added bonus, added advantage once they are working with the corporate. Once they get placed through Guru School, they have some extra certification. So in one of the batch, one girl and one or say one lady, she surprised me. Okay, so she understood so much focus, she was so much interactive, and she didn't have any background of the IT, but the way she was picking up, the way she was learning, the way she was asking question, the way she was understanding, I had not even taught her the safe. Okay. So she picked up so well Agile. She practiced something safe by herself. Okay. And she came up with the Safe 6.0 certification. Okay. So only by learning Agile and its foundation level, she go ahead and she cracked the Safe 6.0 certification. Now looking at her in that batch, more 3-4 people came up with such certification. And you know, it gives me more power, more thrill, and more, force to deliver more. Okay. And I was in another level. Means I was feeling with more joy. Okay. They had attained their certification, but that was giving more, power to me to deliver. Okay. So remember what all the certification you may think of doing. Of course, ACP from PMI or SAFE certification, Kanban certification, DevOps, or there are the different level of, doing the Scrum Mastership. That's a type of a Scrum Master. You start with being Scrum Master or, Scrum practitioner, going towards the Agile coach and all. You can also do the product owner certification. You can think of doing these certification. How you will do, I'll tell you shortly more how you can start if you don't have any background. You have not so confidence if I can do that. Okay, because these international standard certification requires involvement of money for sure. Okay, when you have learning background from guru schools, from here what you can do is that still you can prepare on the certification. So I will tell you how, from where you can start, so that it will also give you foundations, so that you can put some money to gain these international certifications. Okay, where people, where more, companies would appreciate that. Okay, it's not although mandate, but they would appreciate that. So where money will not be involved, but still you gain the confidence after doing smaller certification, and then take another leap towards, paid certifications. Okay, internationally paid certification. So I will be telling about it, but remember more further, a certification like P4MR, Agile Adaptation for Inter-American Development Bank. Okay, so that you can think of, and other new levels of certification that have grown, similar to the team coach, enterprise coach, agile leadership, scrum advance, among others. So from where you think that you can start? Do you have any one of you who has any idea that for free, if I need to proceed further, for doing something into agile, how you can do that? How you can do that? Do you have any understanding behind it, please?
No, Gaurav, I just know about the safe and like
Hmm.
CBAP and all, right? Because I don't
Yeah.
I really didn't know about the
Okay.
P4MR. So
Yeah.
I was just thinking of asking you like this thing. So
Good.
which one is I'm just thinking I'm going to do either safe like
Hmm.
later on, maybe, but for CWAP it's need I think 6 years or 5 years of
Hmm.
experience. So
Okay.
anyway, Guru School will actually help us with the experience
Okay.
and all. So is that
So
like we
wait.
can do those things?
Yes, you can do. So
We
let
can
me
use the
answer
Guru
you.
School. Yeah.
So let me answer you. So that's the reason I asked you this question, because
Mm.
somewhere it should come in your mind. So yes, so these are the international certification. For that, how you can well prepare. Guru schools will give you the knowledge, okay, and that you can materialize to clear these certification in easy way. You will pick one. Okay, one certificate I want to start with. So before you could pick or put some money for attaining any of these certification when it comes to agile, how
Mm.
you can start and gain the confidence that can I put this money? Okay, so should I come from background and tell you, okay, you should put money on this? No, it should be more self-driven. And to make that more self-driven decision, how you can do is that you can rely on this website. Its name is scrumstudy.com. Okay, what is the name?
SCRUMstudy.com.
scrumstudy.com.
Yeah. So go to that website. They will come up with the various few, such certification which are for free. They give you Scrum fundamental certifications. Okay. So that, okay, even I understand the fundamental, and then they give you some, advanced level of certification. Initial 2 or 3 certifications are there for free from them. Okay. The moment you get these certifications for frame, even I started in that way. So I'm sharing what had I experienced. Then I went further, done the various other, certification from PMI, and then, Scrum Alliance, and other institutes. Okay. So this is how started my journey. So I'm just sharing with you what I experienced, and this is quite secured or safe for you to walk this path. So this way you can choose. So I would recommend this, again the recommendation, not the mandate for you choose, but this will make your journey more fun, more exciting, and more to do in the coming days. Okay. So are you getting how you can adopt this path to become more authentic in the subject of Agile, Scrum, or business analysis? Are you
Yes,
getting this, everyone?
yes,
Yes?
yes,
Making some sense to all of you? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So this is how I clarified for you. So now when it comes to knowing these certification, so it means that people, when they do the software delivery, they must be doing some they must be using some tools, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
so what all those tools could be? So few of you, okay. I see that some kids are there in the background, and he or she is also willing to learn Agile. So, so please, if she has some question, or he has some question, I would appreciate that she can ask. Otherwise, you think that, okay, let her to listen. Definitely, you can go on mute. Otherwise, I want all of you to keep yourself unmuted until unless you are not, interacting at home. I want each one of you to interact with us. So keep yourself unmuted, else you can remain mute. Okay. With this note, let's go back with the topic which I have touched just now, that is of tools. What all tools you can think of when it comes to practicing Agile is this. Okay, the top one is Jira. Okay, so you will get to hear about these tools more often. Okay, so we have one session dedicated towards the Jira, not the entire session, but the section of a session will be on the Jira review, where I will go ahead and tell you that what all activities you can do in the Jira. And first, for that, those activities, you need to know what all those activities you can have. The similar, like in Jira, we can do in Asana is another tool. Trello is the third tool. Axosoft, Zoho Sprint, Rick, iScrum, Taiga, Scrumpy, Handsoft, Utrack, and recently, this is the very from last 4 years, it has been the same. And just now I am saving in front of you is that Azure DevOps is the another tool. So I want you to pick any one tool of your choice. Now, listen here very closely. In case by any chance you have, distracted your attention towards your home or from wherever you are attending this session. So now I want all of you to bring your attention closer, because what I am going to share or ask you to do is going to be the said assignment. What it is going to be, the one
said
Set
assignment.
aside.
said
Said
assignment
assignment.
that you need to do. What I'm asking, that will next week, I don't want you to come with the questions. So in case you have any question, you are going to ask just now. Is it clear? So when I'm asking you to do certain set assignment, it may come back with any question. So you need to do that, ask that question now itself. Later, please don't ask. And in case any one of you are watching this as a part of the recording, please make sure you listen further, so that you are not held up with any question. Or some people would ask in this recording itself further some question. You please take a note of that so that you go back more clearer. All right. So what is this what is the said assignment is? Said assignment is that what you are going to do is that you can just in your mind focus on any one tool in this list, and just close your eyes and just remember that tool name. Do you remember that? Have you closed your eyes and remember that tool name? One, only one.
Yes.
Yes, done.
Yes.
Everyone is done.
Yes.
Now again, open your eyes and tell yourself that this is the tool, name of the tool I'm going to work with. So what exactly you need to work with? So his task is very simple. As of now, you don't know what does this tool do. I want you to trigger your research work now. It means that next week, I want you to summarize one tool and explore that what exactly this tool can do, what is the potential of this tool, what initially you won't understand. Okay, you have to do this self research by your own self. So I am triggering your research ability as well. So you yourself surf the internet and get aware of those tools, what exactly this tool do, from where what thing you can create. Okay, it can creation of the task, it can be the assigning of a task, it can be the setting up the priority of a task. So can you all do that, bunching up all the tasks together? So which tool does what? In fact, everyone cater to whatever I said on all of those things. Okay, so you need to prepare a summary for us, a summary video. Okay, where you are just in few minutes or seconds explaining about this tool, telling that this tool can do this da, 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 these all things in a few seconds or a minute, so that I come to know that you have done your research. Okay, so sometime what exactly happened, uh, few assignments I have received, in a way person have done what they come up over the video and they flaunt their notes. Okay, this is what I have created, and they explain that back. Some has come up with the Jira, someone had come up with the Trello, Asana, and like that. So or Azure DevOps. So likewise, I want to see that what all you can do. So do you think you can do this exercise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you clear
Yes.
with the exercise? What exactly you need to do?
Yep.
I have not taught any tool to you, but I want to learn from you, even though you don't have any background about it.
Yeah, I have
Can
questions, sir.
Yeah, Reena, go ahead.
So, from these 12 tools, we have to choose only one, and we have to do research, and we have to make a video in this week, the following week, the
Yeah,
assignment do
before next Sunday.
before next Sunday. So
Yeah,
anyone, and before next Sunday, we have to do
anyone
this.
before next Sunday.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. But this is the said assignment. But every time when I say that you have to do said or unsaid assignment, said and unsaid assignment, it means that both of the things you have done, you have to do. It means that when you will go back, many summary I have already received in my WhatsApp, but again I need to review them. It means that when you will prepare the summary, you will also be preparing another summary that is about what has been your learning. I mean, what all the things you remember that has helped you, or something like that, like you have been doing. Is it clear about said and unsaid assignment for coming
Yeah.
week? What is going to be? Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
super. So, any question, guys? Are you going to come back with more question next week while you need to do this, or are you all questions are answered till now? Answered or not answered?
Answer.
For good, good. Now I understand what
For
is said
now,
and what
good,
is
good.
unsaid.
Yeah, yeah. So cool. So I'm glad that you understood. Anyone who has not yet understood, please ask now. Okay. So does it mean that later you come back with any question I won't answer? Of course, I will answer. But this is, I was giving you the more opportunity to ask me. Cool. So now you have understand. I'm looking forward for your said assignment to be completed. Okay, next week. Now let's move further. The although eventually you get to how it is helping you further. So say for example, someone of you done your own work on Jira. Okay, presented what is in Jira, then in the next few weeks or after few session, I'll be opening the similar topic of Jira, and I'll be giving you more data onto that. Okay, in Jira you can do this. So it is going to do what? It is going to add up more information in which you have already some knowledge. Are you with me so far?
Yes,
So
yes,
so
Yes.
when I'm talking about Jira, it means that whatever you have explored in any of the tool, and further any of the tool I am going to explain, ultimately in theory it is adding up into whatever the pre-knowledge you have. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I'll pick further some another tool for you to do some exercises onto that with the help of some workshop. Is it giving you more experience into that? Okay, so this way what you will gain more confidence in doing that. So will it help? Help you more or less? More or less?
More.
More. And we are looking forward for that. That we go ahead with the more confidence. Cool. So now you have understood in a very simple manner. I think that I'm taking very easier way for you are coming up with that. Okay, what the means what the big thing I'm learning over here is very super simple. Are you also experiencing this super simplicity? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay,
So,
cool.
Saurabh, do
Yeah,
you want any like I don't know how to do the video, but like I'm just thinking of like how to screen share, or do we need to screen share, or just to explain like kind of
I won't
um,
mind if you do screen share. So I had in past few lady come up, they come up with the screen share. Okay, so how they do that? They simply go ahead and they use simple Zoom. Okay, they record within I don't know 3 minutes or so. They screen share, they explain, and they are done. Okay,
so
so
you're
on.
saying like I have to log into the Zoom and do the video like recording, and then
No, no,
that
I'm
that I
not asking. I'm giving you idea. So
no, no,
I'm
no, no, no. I'm just that I'm asking. So I'm just thinking how to actually, if I take the video from me, like I don't know, like from the same laptop, how can I actually show the screen? So that's I was just
no,
thinking.
definitely. You can definitely do that. But why I'm not recommending you? Because, when you go back with the open mind, you come with, more creativity. And when I give you all the direction already, you go in a very focused manner. That's the reason I was not recommending. So,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely this way you can choose. Yeah, not hard and
Okay.
fast. I'll leave up to you because even I want to see what is coming up, and that becomes more exciting. Cool. So this was the, this, what do you call, said assignment, and now you know about the unsaid assignment as well. You have both the experiences now. Let me go back to the next slide, next page, and yeah. uh, So generally, what I used to do is that I used to give you some, tool itself. So earlier I used to do that. Okay, go back and do research in one batch, Scrum, in one batch, Jira or something like that. So let's go further and talk about. We have more spoken last time, Agile and Scrum, and we gave you the example of that. But the question should come that is Agile and Scrum are the same? The question should come on that, is Agile and Scrum are the same? Few people had asked, and that's the reason we have the slide, that is Agile, Scrum, and the same are the same. So I want someone to read the first bullet point for me. Please go ahead.
The
The
key
key
difference between
difference.
Agile and Scrum is that while Agile is a project management philosophy which utilizes a core set of values or principles, Scrum is a specific Agile methodology that is used to facilitate a project.
Yeah. So Scrum is a facilitator, you can say, and Agile is that is a methodology, is a project management philosophy. Agile is the society, you will say Scrum is one of the, building into that society. In that way you can say that uh, one portion that accommodate the complete delivery, okay, when it comes to the software. I want someone to read the second bullet point for me, please.
Agile is a continuous iteration of development and testing in the software development process, whereas Scrum is an agile process to focus on delivering the business value in the shortest time.
Yeah. So now, when it comes to delivery, using Agile, you just don't deliver the software. Along with that software, you're also delivering. This is very important two words. What are these two important words?
Business value.
Business value. Always, always, always remember that you are not just delivering a software, you are adding, you are delivering a value to them. Okay. And that too, not just taking a long time, that has to be in what time?
Shortest
The
time.
shortest time.
Shortest time.
So,
Okay. And that's when the Agile came into the picture. Okay. So because Agile is known for faster delivery, immediate delivery in a shortest time, just not of the software but also of the values. And when you do it on continued basis, it means that you have developed that particular particular phase, and you have tested them and you found them workable, you found them working. And that's when it comes to principle or values, it talks more towards delivering a working software. Delivering what, everyone?
Working software.
Working.
Working
Working
software.
software. Exactly. Because it's quite easy to deliver anything which doesn't function later. So make sure it is function. And how you can ensure that it is function? When you have passed this, what you have passed, what is
testing.
this?
Testing.
The past
Testing.
testing.
Exactly. And that comes very important over here when it comes towards the delivering the working software. Okay. And that you will repeat because you are delivering in chunks. Okay. When I'm talking about the chunk, something which is forming a bigger picture with the smaller component, smaller addition of that, smaller value of that. So that makes it one as a whole when you delivered it in the smaller pieces. Okay. And it means that when you are doing the same activity again and again and delivering, it means that you are delivering them in this, what it is written as, everyone, this particular portion.
Iteration.
Iteration.
Iteration. Okay. So it becomes the continued iteration, okay, which gets repeated after certain time. So when it comes to what time, what do you mean by certain time? I'm going to disclose that as well very, very soon. So I want this at this moment someone to read the third bullet point for me, please.
Scrum is a framework utilizing an agile mindset for developing, delivering, and sustaining complex products with an initial emphasis on software development, although it has been used in other fields, including research, sales, marketing, and advanced technologies.
Yeah, thank you so much for reading this out. Yes, Agile is now, utilized everywhere. Okay, not only just for software development, but it has been used for research work, sales, marketing, and other technologies as well. But this framework, Scrum framework, is a way is a way to adopting this mindset. When we talk about the code of honor, we talk about one component. Under one component we talk about the various trait of the mindset. Those are directly indicating to this level of mindset. What mindset, everyone? What
Agile
mindset
mindset.
is?
Agile
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 mindset.
mindset.
mindset. Okay. Because with agile mindset, whatever you deliver or develop, that is always be not just the product but also the value. Okay. So make sure that you are heading in that direction. Always remember, as an agile practitioner, it is not the goal to deliver the product, it is goal to give the value, deliver the value. So if you are giving value, because agile is more value centric, value driven. Okay. So it's all about the adding value, and that can only happen when you have accommodated or you have adopted that mindset, which is the agile mindset. It is said that people, um, they say that when you become, you remember that very first day when I was talking about agile, I started with something, and you see I said that agile is completely box of a three secrets, and that is this is the mindset, soft skill, and intent to add value. How? By inculcating this mindset. But at the same time, this soft skill comes from the lean management. What management, everyone?
Lean management.
Lean management.
Lean management. And lean management, again, methodology. When uh, agile meets the lean, what exactly it creates? It creates the safe is the another framework, okay, like scrum. So whenever you will have any detailed study on SAFe, that time you can learn about it. Okay. So SAFe itself is a very big chapter, very big 3 months of learning separately. Okay. So, but you can definitely start learning by your own the moment you get to know about SAFe. Definitely well in detail. So with this note, let's move further towards more in detail Agile and Scrum. So here, this circle, it is talking about what is agile. It is delivering incrementally instead of all at once. So would you do you see that it is almost forming a circle? But when it is forming a circle, it is forming in multiple dots. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Yeah, it is not
Yeah.
completing all at once. It is forming multiple dots. So that's the reason in Scrum framework, you will get to see this kind of icon very frequently or more. Okay, in Scrum framework, this denotes towards the increment delivery. And for that, I want someone to read this first bullet point for me, please.
The distinction between sprint and scrum is that they are two linked but different terms. Scrum is a framework often used in agile methodology, and a sprint is part of Scrum's framework. Structure Scrum gives meetings, tools, and roles, while a sprint is defined period for creating a feature.
Okay, thank you so much for reading this out. Now, in Agile, when we talked about the Scrum, one new more element got added into that, and that term is now is called as sprint. What
Sprint.
it is? Yeah, sprint. So now it is trying to help you to identify that what is sprint over here. So because Scrum, when we talk about the Scrum framework, you're coming back to this example. You remember that example when very first day I was giving you what is agile and Scrum as a framework. Agile, you can think of reaching to the top floor from the ground floor. Scrum is one of the framework that could be defining to the ways. I talked about the lift and the cart and steps and um, elevator and all. So these example I had used. Do you remember that example, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So likewise in Scrum, say for example, Scrum is a lift. And the lift, you will get various tools, means various buttons. You will have the fan, you will have the alarm, you have the floor number buttons to press and all, stop or pause or something. These are the tools. Likewise in Scrum, you will get it gives you Scrum talks about more meetings, more tools, and more roles. Okay, and and Sprint is defined period for creating these feature using that tool. So sprint is a defined period. Sprint is what, everyone?
Defined period.
Yeah, you will get to see more, yes, more layman's language about sprint, so that it will become more easy for you. Okay, so now I want someone to read the second bullet point for me.
Scrum is a subset of Agile. It is a lightweight process framework for Agile development and the most widely used one.
Yeah. So now you understand why Scrum is more widely used. You will listen more to for the Scrum. It's so much easy and fun to be in Scrum that you would love to, interact. You would love to use that. Why? Because Scrum gives you ability to communicate more, coordinate more, and interact with human more. Okay. So when you feel like, talking to more people, you would love that, or just not talking and speaking over the remotely. What makes you more appealing, talking in person or over using mic somewhere else remotely, not even looking at with whom you are talking, sitting from somewhere, one way, first way or the second one? Just now I
Remotely.
said
Awesome.
you love remotely.
Second one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't like to talk to people in person? You
Not
don't
really.
like? Not
Not
really?
really. No, no.
It's
The remote
I
is
like to
okay.
work.
Remote is also
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
remote is fine. Much
Okay.
easier.
But
But the
what I have seen, even though you would like to people, but when you need to, talk about yourself, you always love to talk. This is what my observation has been. You love to talk about yourself in in front of people. When you talk about your achievements, you want to talk about your achievement, you would love people applauding for you, appreciating you. And when you can see them with the smile on their face, you would love that more. These
Yeah, you're
things you
right
will
too.
miss in
You're
remote.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
true.
Mm.
Yep.
Yep, really
So
right.
yeah, so that's what my observation, and that's the reason Scrum become the favorite one. That gives you the more such, facility, and that's the reason people use Scrum more. And another thing is that it is a lightweight process framework. Anyone can do that. Anyone can recommend that. Anyone can use that, and it does not sound more technical. It sound more, more like as a what one element of motivational speech. Not exactly the speech, but it is quite motivating. And that's the reason in this Agile you will find such kind of team as well, who is also called as self motivated team member. What they are called as?
Self-motivated
Self-motivated
team
team.
member.
Self-motivated team members.
Team members. Okay. So and this is the most widely used one in the Agile development. I want now to people, to any one of you, to read this third bullet
It is
point
a
for me.
it is a particular set of practices that must be followed in order for a process to be consistent with the framework. Like the Scrum process framework requires the use of development cycles called sprints. The XP framework require pair programming.
Yeah. So now, when it comes to XP framework, so even XP is known as extended programming, or say extreme programming. Okay, what it is called as?
Extreme programming.
Extreme programming. And here you see people working in more pair, and that's the reason it is also called as pair programming. And for that I have already spoken when I was talking about different types of framework. Okay. So but when it comes to Scrum, so Scrum follows certain practices so that uh, it remain consistent and easy for you to follow toward the development of the software in a cyclic manner, which will be called as sprint. So in a nutshell, if I'll get to see what, when I come to sprint, I am repeating here, it says that defined period, but for you to remember and easily remember, you can remember this term as time duration. Sprint is nothing but it's a simple time duration. What it is, sprint is?
Time
Sprint
Time
duration.
Time
time
duration.
duration.
duration,
Time
and
duration.
that to a defined time duration. And there is another concept for this sprint, or say defined time duration. When it comes to defined time duration, it means that certain activities confined into a time or timeline. Okay.
And
So
then the time box manner.
yeah, so you call it this word which is called as time box. What is the word?
Time
Time box.
time box. So going forward, when we will have certain activity, why not to inculcate this practice when we say that we do? When we say that we do, it means that when we say we are going to complete this by this time, we are going to complete this, because by doing so you will develop a habit to showcase once you get placed. Are you all there with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, awesome. So that is my recommendation and my request as well with you. So when it comes to Agile and Scrum, now you got introduced with one new term that is here called as what?
Sprint.
Sprint,
Sprint. Sprint means what, everyone? In 2 words?
time or duration or
Defined
Time
time box.
duration.
period,
Define
time
time
duration.
duration.
Time duration in layman terms to easily remember. Now, is it the same? Let's more work towards that. So I want someone to read the first bullet point for me, please.
Limelight, oh,
Lightweight
sorry.
means
Lightweight
light
means, go ahead, someone else can read it.
lightweight means that the overhead of the process is kept as small as possible to maximize the amount of productive time available for getting useful work done.
Okay. So yes, you are right. Thank you so much for reading. Lightweight means that uh, overweight of the process is kept small as possible. Okay. So when it comes to lightweight, it means that something which is taking time, it means that is complex. Okay. Something which is quicker, it means that has gone very lightweighted. Okay. So it may happen that when you are breaking down as a business analyst, larger requirement into the smaller doable activities, and is still you found that okay, that it is taking your more time, it means that there are chances this can be broken further into the smaller activities. With me so far? Why? Because it will get you to bring more lightweighted activities.
Right.
Yeah, with me so far, everyone? Are you getting this? Say yes if you are getting
Yes.
it. Yeah, thank you. Now, second one, I want someone to read.
A
A
Scrum
Scrum
process.
process is distinguished from other Agile processes by specific concept and practices divided into the three categories of roles, artifacts, and time boxes.
Yeah, so we will get to see about these three categories. What all the roles Agile will have, what all the artifacts you need to produce when you are part of Agile, and which all area this time boxing concept will apply, and that contribute together towards the Agile processes, so that you will also follow these all with the Agile practices using these are three elements, that is the roles, artifacts, and time boxing. Now please read the third one, a new person.
Scrum is most often used to manage complex software and product development using iterative and incremental practices. Scrum significantly increases productivity and reduces time to benefits relative to classic waterfall processes.
Okay, so if you remember last time I had given you the one slide of waterfall model, and waterfall model really used to take a lot of time. By the time waterfall model used to graduate with your one software, that it used to become outdated, and for that, to avoid the similar reason, Agile came into the picture, and when it is started adapting Scrum way, they found that it is going more productive, and complex software become more easily, and they are going to repeat this in the same defined way. And that's when I had used earlier iterative as a one term, repeatable is the another term, and here you see that incremental practices. It means that say for example, let's talk about one ruler, and one ruler have been broken down into seven or say seven pieces. Okay, so first one will be called as one, second portion has been named as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So once you are giving one first piece, delivered it from left to right. Left means all the broken pieces. Right means getting assembled in one sequence, becoming again the ruler. Okay, imagine that the first piece of the bigger ruler as number one I have picked up, kept it here towards the right. Okay, where it is getting organized as a whole. Then second one again I picked up, in between got executed process and kept it towards the right and attached back with the piece number one. So you have now piece number one and piece number two. Okay, you have integrated both of them. So this way you have done what? You have done what? You have incremented that. Okay, again you will do the similar thing with the piece number three, kept it towards the right. You have incremented the existing one two toward with the three. So this way you are giving the same portion, in between you are processing, and at the end you are adding up. So that's the reason it is called as the incremental, and you are using the same practices with me so far.
Yes.
Yes. And I could have given another example, but this popped up in my mind. And likewise, you will do with the 4, 5, 6, and 7. And towards the end, you have the ruler back. Okay. Rural, whatever. Okay. I got, sleepy tongue over here. So cool. So this is how it is differentiating you from the waterfall as well. Now I want someone to read the fourth one for me.
Scrum
Scrum
process
processes enable
and
organizations to adjust smoothly to rapidly changing requirements and produce a product that meets evolving business goals. A agile Scrum process benefits the organization by helping it to,
Okay. So helping it to more.
yes,
Okay.
correct.
Wait a second. Let me helping it to. Scrum process enable organization to adjust smoothly, rapidly changing requirement and produce a product where its evolving business goal. And agile Scrum process benefits the organized, helping it to. Okay, it's efficient word. Be more efficient. All right. Thank you so much for reading this out. Yeah. So now let's talk about the processes, because these processes will be applied for the every single piece of the requirement, and you would also believe and agree that the world is changing super fast. Okay, the more world is changing super fast, it is adapting in a digital way. Now things are moving more digitized, no more paperwork, and thing after coming after the introduction of the AI, it is really, really, really super faster, enhancing. It is changing the shape of the bird. Okay, and for that you need to apply something that will meet the goal of the business. Okay, and that's the word. The word came here is called as what? What is the word over here, everyone? What is this word?
Evolving.
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 Evolving. And agile, with the incorporation of the AI, is helping you to meet that, and that too in a rapid speed, that too into the rapid speed. The requirement will also change rapidly. And there was to be the time where used to have lesser change requests, and because of these changes, when I'm talking about change request, it means that earlier the customer used to come with one requirement. They used to give you the one requirement, and they used to go on silent. But now today they will come with the requirement, and the moment you start working on the requirement, in the line and in the pipeline, you get to hear about more changes they are literally asking you to do. And because of the additional effort, these changes will be termed as change request, where the more money will be involved that you can ask for. With me so far, everyone? Yes.
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 Yes, everyone is with me. Any questions so far, guys? I remember that someone had raised their hand in between, so I want to
Gaurav, it's me.
yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Gaurav, it's me, Katya. So, Gaurav, actually, I had a question like, the Scrum, Kanban, these are all the frameworks for the Agile methodology. And coming to the new word which we have introduced today is a sprint. So what is the difference between sprint and Scrum?
Okay.
So you mentioned that sprint is a set of development cycles. So is it the time iteration or the time box only for the development cycle to be done? A sprint means, or it includes the whole process testing and all?
Okay. So when I use the word sprint in a simple layman term, I use two words. And what was two words? What was two words?
Define time period.
Time
Oh,
box or time duration.
time duration was the word I was using. Okay. And I wanted you to remember that when it comes to sprint. But
Okay.
one sprint, when it is indicating to time duration, but in that sprint, you will follow certain activities. Okay. And when you will combine these certain activity as as a whole, as at once, as a part of a framework that I was talking about, the Scrum framework. To define that more in that, say for example, if I will define the Scrum framework over here. So allow me to go that to answer your question, to go back to the next slide. Can I proceed to the next
Sure,
slide?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Satya, see here. What you see, you will see more, see, more larger picture of the Scrum flow. Okay. Now, in Scrum framework, certain things happen. Okay. And if you will eliminate the first box, first this rectangle, the moment you will eliminate, and you see that this line arrowing towards this box, its name is what? What is the name of the sprint planning? And you will also see the multiple names. What is the name of this one, this
Okay,
box?
sprint backlog.
Backing.
Sprint backlog. Okay. You will also see one box. What is the name of this?
Sprint review.
Sprint review.
Sprint
What is
Sprint
retrospect?
retrospect.
Sprint
So
retrospect.
what is one thing common over here?
Sprint.
Sprint.
Sprint. So why sprint is common over there? Why sprint planning? What sprint will denote to this when it comes to planning?
Define.
Because we are working on a particular backlog. Like I know that maybe we will work on a particular user story.
Okay, so let's be very simple. When I say, my question is that when we see that sprint is all over common, and these all are ceremonies, these all are what?
Ceremonies. Yeah.
Ceremony.
Ceremonies.
Sprint
In a,
ceremony.
again layman term, these are the meetings. Okay,
Correct.
ceremonies means what, everyone?
Meetings.
Meeting.
Meetings. And the moment sprint has a prefix attached to over that, it will denote to what? It will indicate to what?
Some time duration
Time.
meetings.
Time
meetings.
duration, exactly. It means that it will have two elements, one start time and means end time, right? Means it will be confined between the time. Okay. So are you seeing the moment I added the word sprint? Sprint means simply time duration. Now, if you are attaching in multiple ceremonies time duration, can I also attach a time duration or time boxing to the entire framework from start to end? It
Gotcha.
has the multiple component. It has the sprint in all those component. So can I also say that the entire flow was sprinted? Entire flow was time boxed?
Time
Because
bounded.
yeah, time bounded. It means that it has fixed time length. Why it will have the fixed time length? That we need to agree upon in the very first ceremony. And what is the very first ceremony?
Sprint
Planning.
planning.
Sprint
Sprint
planning.
planning. Yeah. So, but before sprint planning, what happens? You receive the requirement from the client. Okay. With me so far, you will receive one requirement from the client coming back to you telling, Satya, I need my software to be developed. You are the product owner. You say, okay, fine. Even I have received the entire, indication from the PMO. We will be working with you from their end. Some other product owner will be assigned to you. You will be sitting with the business analyst, studying the requirement, and you will be breaking into the multiple pieces of the requirement on the priority manner. Okay. Satya, can you do that when I am the customer coming to you and expecting something from you to be delivered towards the end to me? You will take the first step, this one. Right, Satya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, when you have the prioritized items stacked, okay, you have broken down all the first, as a product owner, what you will do, high level breaking down you will do, okay, and that high level breaking down things will be sometime called as epic. What they are called as, everyone?
Epic.
Epic. So how do you spell that epic? So for that, I am just typing into your chat window. It's epic. When you will go more safe in the safe framework, the same epic will be called as enabler. What it will be called as?
Enable.
Enabler.
Enabler. So for now, you just remember the word epic. What the word you will remember, everyone?
Epic.
Epic.
Epic. So that you need to remember. When epic is the high level of the one-liners, that is denoting to the, kind of a work you are going to do. As a business analyst, your responsibility is to that, break it down further in an understandable manner, and you will add more description to that epic. Okay. So these are the product backlog, are the set of the requirement. What they are?
Set of
Set of requirement.
Set of the requirement. Now, tomorrow, what I'll do, I will help you to understand more deeper when it comes to, set of the requirement, in a way that how you can consider this product backlog as a bread loaf. Okay. And on your breakfast table, considering your client is the small kiddo, okay, at your home, and putting some tantrum that I'm not going to eat something, okay, and how, as a scrum master, you as a as a facilitator or parents, you will be facilitating the entire, persuasion and delivery of one more highest priority of the smaller piece of the bread loaf, when you cut into the slices, or thinnest slice, okay, how this follow the entire process. So what exactly this is, that we are going to learn tomorrow. So for now, you need to understand that the moment you have sliced down every large requirement into the smaller pieces, you need to pick the highest priority one for the certain time duration in one room, with all of your team member, where you will be talking about who will do this, how they will do this. These are the smaller requirements, and you will define an outcome. What you will define, everyone?
Outcome.
Outcome.
And those outcome will be called as this. What they will call as?
Sprint
Sprint.
backlog.
Backlog.
And additionally, they will also called as a sprint goal. What they will be additionally called as?
Sprint goal.
Sprint goal.
Sprint goal. And on that, you will work for few defined days, okay, every single day, okay, every single day, and you will, every single day, you will do this activity or as well. What is this?
Daily
Daily
scrum.
scrum.
Daily scrum, or it is also known as, someone knows already what kind of a meeting it is called as?
Daily stand-up.
Daily stand up. Yes, you are right. Daily scrum or daily stand up meeting. When you will go in the safe mode, these calls will be called as sync up call. What it will be called as?
Sync up.
Sync up call.
Sync up
Sync up.
call.
And when you will work for a defined duration on your sprint goal every single day, one fine day it will become done and ready to be incremented, ready to be shipped, ready to be delivered. Okay. But when you will have the confidence it is ready to be delivered, you will run or demo out this entire, built up program in front of customer, and this meeting will be called as what?
Sprint review.
Sprint
Sprint
review.
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 Because you are reviewing this entire work you have done for several days, and you tested it and you found it is working really phenomenally. You invite customer to, okay, review with us what we have taken the effort to reach to this point, what exactly you expected, anticipated. So customer gives you high five, and they appreciate, okay, and because they are happy, considering everything is going green, okay, you now, because customer has asked you, go ahead and deliver it, you delivered it, you know the moment you jump to the another few backlogs for the next sprint meeting, make sure you are reflecting back. Under which meeting?
Reflecting back.
Sprint
Re-
retrospective.
exactly, sprint retrospective. So when you will reflect back on sprint retrospective, it means that you will have certain outcomes considering that, okay, these has been my learning or our learning. Next time, let's include these learning, okay, into the next sprint planning for the more few chunks to accommodate into the next sprint. Yeah, so, Sana has some question. Go ahead, Sana.
What if customer denies everything we worked on it?
Yeah, so we will talk about that as well. Not every time go green will happen. So customer will deny, okay, I don't want this. Okay, I
Yeah.
did not want to ask you in this way. So are you going to, I mean, you will have certain timeline. Okay. The moment customer gives you a go green, it means that before delivering, you have some time to work upon. Okay. So you will work upon and you will say that, okay, based on your feedback, we have accommodated. My internal team have okayed it out. Okay, my internal testing team has okayed it out, and we are including them. Okay, if it is not more critical, customer will also check at their end. Okay, and now customer will be also following the same process or project management tool, and these as a part of a ticket or an activity, they will close it at their end if they are satisfied. If not, they will reject it and they will report back to you. But this sprint review meeting will not in the same sprint will be repeated. They can simply go back, and depending upon the critically, it if it addresses the entire sprint, they may reject the build itself. So what will happen when they will reject? So these are few questions. We will address it in coming days. Okay, Sana? But for sure, definitely a customer can say no. Definitely customer can say that, okay, either you exclude this part, give me into the next coming sprint, or because even I have some doubt, can we defer it to the last sprint? So customer has the choices to give you the instruction. Not necessarily that entire activities will get failed. Smaller component may get failed. Okay, or
Thank
it
you.
will not meet the customer's expectation.
Got it.
Are
Thank
you?
you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sana. Any other question anyone has? No? We have crossed the time. Now it's time for the feedback. So feedback and attendance. How you're going to do that? For that, you will go back to this, where into this one, your WhatsApp group, and there you will put your name in front of you and tell me how it has been with your name. Like you will type your name. Okay. You will type your name here and then your feedback, how it has been, how the experience you have, how has been your experience. Okay, and go back and type the answer. All right, everyone, and then after reviewing each one of your responses, I'm going to take the attendance from you. All right, everyone, are you all going to do that? Give
Yes.
your attendance,
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
just
you.
don't tell that what you have learned. Tell me, has it been easy for you to understand? Was it fun for you to learn? Was it more exciting for the next class? Are you feeling excited or something like that? I would love to review them and take your attendance based on that. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
everyone. We'll
Thank
talk to
you.
you
Have a
again
good
soon.
night.
Bye bye. Good night. Good night,
Thank you.
all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.